Hi all! In this video we are going to draw some fishes by creating our own fish stencil. So for this we need a drawing paper, a pencil to draw the fish. This is a small 3x5 index card, or you can just create a cutout of this size. And we are going to draw our fish on this, and then we are going to cut it out to make our stencil. And then later on, using this one stencil, we are going to draw at least 3 fishes, and one pair at least should be in overlap. And then we can use oil pastels and watercolors to color it. So let's get started. So let's start with our first step, which is to make a fish stencil. So I'm going to use my index paper, and I am going to draw a contour, or in other words, an outline of a fish. So now the important thing to remember is when you draw the fish, do not make it like really small. Try to cover the entire index paper with the fish. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to do that. Now your fish could look a little different from my fish. It doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the middle over here. Then I'm going to go, so see I have gone all the way to the edge, to the middle point. Then I'm going to try to do the same thing on this side. So I'll draw a line, I bring it this side. Next, I'm going to bring this thing in. Same on this side. I'm going to bring this side in too. Now I need to have some space for my tail too, so I think I'm going to bring my body over here, See, my whole stencil, whole paper is kind of covered now. And then I'm going to go out and out. You could either just draw it plain, but I am going to go inside like this. Now you do not have to draw any details that go inside because that's for later. I just have this outline, and now I am going to cut it using my scissors. I'm just going to cut out quickly, and then I can smoothen it out and cut the edges and make it more perfect later. So yeah, so now this is how it looks. This is how my fish looks. Moving on to the next step, I'm going to use this stencil, and I'm going to draw a couple of fishes on my drawing paper. So I can put it any way I like. So I'm going to start over here, put it slightly up, and then hold on to it tightly. You don't want to move it while you're drawing it. And then there you go. Okay, so that's my first fish. So as I told you, at least one of the fish pairs have to be in overlap. So my second fish, I'm going to draw it in a way so that part of it is hidden. So I'm going to, maybe I can place it anyways, like this, like this. So I'm going to go like this. So if you see these parts that go over the other fish, I'm not going to draw those. So I go like this, I have to draw my fish like this. moved it. There you go. So now part of this fish is hidden. Now I have more space, so maybe I'm going to draw one more fish over here. There you go. I have my 3 fishes with one pair in overlap. If you'd like, and if your paper has more space, you could draw more. You could even draw like it's coming out from the side and part of it is hidden. So I'm going to do that. Oops, moved it again. There you go. That's my basic fish, and then here I'm going to draw a little sand area. So now my fish is on front of it, so part of it is hidden again. If you would like, you can draw some kelp. Like this. I'm just going to take off this overlapping parts. And that's it. So now at this point, now if you'd like, you can use a Sharpie to outline your whole drawing. So I am going to use my permanent marker to outline my drawing. So if you plan on using watercolors for the background, make sure that you are using a permanent marker and not any other pen, because otherwise with the water it might spread, the ink might spread. So time to outline it. Okay, now let's draw some mouths and eye for our fish. If you don't feel confident, you can draw with a pencil and then outline it. Okay, there we have our drawing. Now if you see, I made some mistakes and I went a little not exactly on my pencil, so I'm just going to erase off those parts. Do that too. There you go. Now I have my drawing. Now I am going to use my oil pastels to make some texture or designs, line art on my fishes. So I'm going to use red on this one. You can use more than one color too if you like. can design it any way you like. But if you see, I have only done my line designs and I'm not coloring inside it. That part is for watercolors. Okay, for my second fish, I'm going to use a different color. Purple. Okay, and I'm going to design it differently too. Okay, now for my third fish, again a different color. Okay, now my final one. Okay, I have my fish. Now I think I'm going to do my sand part as well with my pastels. I'm going to use a second color on the so yeah, there my picture is almost done. So all I need to do is color my fishes and the water using watercolors. Okay, so before that I think I'm gonna add some bubbles coming out of the fish's mouth. I'm gonna make it smaller as I go up. Now if I want, I can also use my white to kind of color inside it. There. Okay, now it's time to use my watercolors. So I'm going to find colors that would go well with these oil pastels. So for my first fish, I'm going to use a red. And I'm going to avoid using blue inside my fishes because the water is going to be all blue. So I want to create a nice contrast. So if I use blue, that won't be happening. Okay, now finally the water. Okay, and here we have our artwork. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this lesson and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.